Here is my 2 cents on the comments made by Ndivhu T and Pastor Bae on the Sonia Booth situation. So Ndivhu T posted a video about Sonia sharing a video of Mathew, her husband, allegedly going into her car using a spare key, and she was talking about how he searched stuff in her car and so on and so forth. If you want to see the video, please do go check out Ndivhu T's channel. I will not be posting the video on this channel. So Ndivhu T made a comment that she feels like Sonia is now not safe because obviously they are tracking her, and Sonia also said on the video that they tracked her using the Jaguar app. Apparently you can track your car using a Jaguar app, so that's how Mathew actually found her. So Ndivhu T was saying that she feels like Sonia is not safe and this is not going to end anytime soon, and the situation is now going bad or getting worse and something like that. And Pastor Bae came in, and that's where I want to share my 2 cents on. Pastor Bae came in and he said that the Sonia and Mathew are both wrong in the situation. They are involving the kids. And why did Sonia, I'm paraphrasing, why did Sonia bring this thing to social media? Like, yes, the man disrespected her by cheating on her, but he did that in private. And now Sonia is bringing it on the social media. What about the kids? Now, there was someone who commented on that video and said that cheating can never be private. You can never cheat on your wife private. These people were seen by people. Pictures were taken by people in public. Like, they were going to restaurants. They are going to hotels. They are like the busy man driving around with each other, because even on the video that seems right made about the situation, she did mention that on the receipts that Sonia was sharing, she did say that Booth and Bongani did go on some vacation, and they were using Sonia's car, and they stayed where they were for about 3 days. Now, that was a public place. It was not a private space. So my 2 cents on this whole situation is that I don't agree with Pastor Bae that they are both wrong, because, guys, we need to stop this thing of trying to control how people should react to things. Okay, now, of course, for you to get angry and start beating people, that's a no-no. And I think I also said this on the video I made about AKA, where people were saying, why did AKA push the fan? He could have handled that off camera and so on and so forth. I said the same thing. We must stop this thing of detaining. English went away. How people should react to things. Let people react how they want to react. The only time I feel like a person should be taught how to react is when they are being physical with people. Don't beat people up when you are angry. That's not right. So for Sonia to bring this thing on social media and do all of that, for me, I don't feel like she's wrong. She's angry. She's feeling betrayed. She's feeling however she is. She's feeling, and she thinks bringing it on social media is the best thing she could do right now. And with the video specifically, if someone is following you and going into your car and doing all of those things, I would also bring that on social media, so that if something happens to me, everyone knows where to look. Because to send the video on your sister and then say, sis, when something happens to me, please tell the police to check on this one, no one is going to take that seriously. Like, we've heard cases like that where that's not even taken seriously. It's like, oh no, it was just you and your sister talking. Why didn't your sister tell other people? Why did she only tell you? So for Sonia to share that video in the public, for me, I didn't see anything wrong with it, especially with that specific video of her showing her husband like searching her car and so on and so forth. I'm glad that she did that. And I felt like Pastor Bae was being a man when she was commenting on this. He was in his manhood, where I felt like he was trying some way to justify what Mathew did, or justify Mathew's actions, to say that you're both wrong, and that is not right. If someone is wrong, they're wrong. And just because I reacted in a way that you wouldn't react, or I reacted in a way that was not expected, it does not make me wrong. it makes me a person who is angry, a person who is just feeling betrayed, a person who is upset. Yes, I understand that they have kids, they're gonna see this on social media, and even if Sonia didn't post it on social media, if they decided to get a divorce, it was going to end up on social media, and the gossip channels were going to talk about it. So it's okay when gossip channels bring the stuffs on social media, but when the people are bringing their things themselves, it's now, oh no, you shouldn't have done that. Why? And I do really believe that Pastor Bae was being a man when he was making these comments, and I would say then I understand, because men tend to stick together. One thing about men, they will stick together and they will stand up for each other and they will say anything in support of each other. Unlike us women sometimes we tend to be taking with our support to each other. But on this case, I stand with Sonia. If Sonia, there's anything else that she wants to share about this whole situation, she should share it, because even when you listen to because Sims Right did make a video about Matthew's response to this whole situation, like the statement that Matthew made, and you could hear from that statement that this person, number one, he basically apologized to his side chick. Basically, that's what he did. And he gaslighted his wife like nobody's business and took zero responsibility of his actions. And he still then continues to go into Sonia's car and do whatever it was that he was doing on that car. And if something happens to Sonia, especially if it's going to involve a car, now everyone knows where to look, and the public will be able to put pressure on the police to actually do something about it. Unlike if we had no idea that this was going on. Like, there are situations that are, of course, not for social media, like keep that between you two people. And then there are situations where I'm like, good, put it on social media so that the public will know, because there are so many things that are happening behind the scene that when people are now finally coming out, we're like, you're lying. Why did you take this long to come out? When did you do that? And when people are doing the things that we normally ask victims, now we're saying that they are wrong. Why? Anyway, in conclusion, I feel like Pastor Bae was just being a man when he was making those comments. Everything that came out of his mouth when he was making those comments, for me, it gave men, because I don't understand how he's saying that both are wrong. Anyway, that is my 2 cents. That is my opinion. I may also be wrong, but I don't agree with anything that Pastor Bae said on that video.